This is Marky Saint, and every morning I get up, and I'm blessed to be alive, and this morning is no different. I'm gonna get into my car because this crazy ass Vegas weather is going crazy. Up above, windy, chilly, snowy. The temperatures have dropped. And I went to get my mind right during my morning walk, and I got out here and I'm freezing my balls off, bro. So I said, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I was gonna put on the hoodie that everybody loves. I got the hoodie on and go for my mental walk, and my shit just straight froze balls, bro. We gonna freeze some balls. Holy shit! Holy shit, man! Holy shit! Let me turn on some heat, man! Holy shit! It's cold in Las Vegas, bruh. Oh, 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 oh. Let's get some heat in here, shall we? Alrighty then. Boom, baby! Boom! Yes, bless. Saints Addiction time. The hoodie is a hit. Went out to the drum circle last night. I had to convince myself to get up and go. Sometimes it's hard to do that. Sometimes it's one of the hardest things to do, is to get your mind right and be able to fucking get it to work for you. And that's something we talk about all the time here at Saints Addiction. We were talking about how our minds be working for us and sometimes against us, sort of like the weather, and how we got to find a way to outwork the weather of our minds. And let's just bless up real quick, and I'm gonna talk about that. Much like every storm will pass, this too shall pass. Our brains tend to catastrophize. They tend to raise the limit of fear and instead of possibility, raise our level of anxiety instead of pleasantries, and we tend to stay in a realm, and I mean we stay because we're parking ourselves inside of a mental cage. I always talk about this cage that we place ourselves into, and it's usually covered under a routine. It's usually covered under comfortability, and then there's this challenge to say, can I visualize my life differently? And that's been huge. To earn your mindset, you will have to visualize. First of all, you got to stop doing what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you got to stop what you're doing. Everybody says, stop what you're doing. First things first, whatever pattern you're on, you're going to have to break free from said pattern. That's going to be the toughest thing to do. They're talking about the 3-2-1. 3 hours before bed, don't eat. 2 hours before bed, don't drink. And then 1 hour before bed, no phones. How many of us actually sit still long enough to get clear thoughts? I've been talking about this whole thing this whole month. But that's what it's going to take to earn your mentality, to earn your mental freedom, to be able to get your mind to say good things and not be off scattered on some other kind of idea or feeling. That's an effort. Because usually what will happen is, again, the rewards and the service is not balanced. We'll just jump all over our rewards balance sheet on the balance scale and just make sure that we are completely filled with any sort of rewards and compensation to feel better. We'll do whatever it takes to feel better. That includes drugs, that includes sex, masturbation, that includes self-harm. And what's really weird is that these things are placed in front of us to make us believe that it's going to heal us, right? Like, let me just get a shot of whiskey. We're not meant to numb ourselves like that. We're not meant to have our own anesthetics and just totally numb ourselves the fuck out and not feel anything. If anything, it's our feelings that are trying to scream at us that something's out of whack. Similar to like a tweak in your knee or your back, you'll feel like something's out of whack. And that's what ends up happening to our lives, is that we get ourselves so rambunctious in our feelings that there's no outlet. And the reason this started this morning was I was watching a girl work out, and she's just showing work, not her working out, but just the workout. She says, it's the only time I feel free of stress. It's the only time I feel free to think. It's the only time I feel free to be me. When's the last time you felt free to be yourself? I'm just asking, like, straight up, like, what natural remedies, right? What a little fucker. I literally ashed outside, somehow still blew back in here. So anyway, and when do we get the time to actually feel that way? Usually when we're on social media, it's a numbing feeling, because that's how serotonin works, or I mean dopamine works. It actually sent in by our body, especially if you're in pain. It'll give you a rush of dopamine. That's why a lot of people are in S&M and hitting sex. I don't know how else to call that thing, but when you're hitting during sex, that rush of endorphins, that rush of dopamine, that quick sensation, even though I felt pain, as long as I get to feel a release, then I'm okay. And that's what we're doing. We're just looking for the release button, the simple button, the comfortable button, to basically get ourselves out of whatever we're feeling. And instead of putting any effort into the way that we're feeling, we do stuff that's effortless, like just go buy a bottle at the liquor store, or go snort a couple lines, or fuck with a stranger sexually, or whatever else. Like, here, just lick my butthole, it'll make me feel better. And you're just like, I don't even know who this person is. I don't even know if that's safe. I don't know if I'm safe with them. But what's more concerning than my safety is my ability to release. And that's what we're looking for. Just like, I'm under so much pain, and people talk about being sick when they're on heroin. I've always believed that all the pain receptors started sending them all the pain from like 10 years ago when they stubbed their toe and were high on something and never felt that pain. It's now coming. And it's almost like that message in our bodies that are teaching us how to recover and how to feel better and how to better our lives, right? There's something in that message, right? They always say, listen to your body, right? Especially when you're working out. I've never had any big injuries. I've never ripped a bicep. I've never ripped a tricep. I've never busted out a pec or a delt. I'm grateful for listening to my bodies. Now, even right now, my left elbow has some bad tennis elbow. Part of me wants to start curling again. My right arm feels fine. What are you talking about? My left arm's like dead to the world. And to listen to my body and go, maybe it's not time for girls. Would I go do my pull-ups right over here when it's not so fucking Ghostbuster weather? What I'm doing my pull-ups, I'm not full pull up down, full range of motion. I'm only holding in the range of motion that gets my muscles flexed, but not my ligaments flexed. Think about that. If there's a way that you could flex your relax button, if you could flex your mental capacity to sit still for 10 minutes and gather your thoughts without a cell phone, without someone talking, without feeding yourself, without taking a shit, without interruption, right? Total stoicism, total fucking mental. And I love to feel this way, because then I'll start getting myself caught up in, like, Mark, you've trickled through the same 3 apps, the Instagram, Facebook, fucking YouTube world that I live in, and realize that there's a whole world out here. I dare you to just do something different. And in that dare, I've been having more lunches with my friends, more dinners, going out. I want to do more giving, Saintsgiving, and just be a part of the service and stop being so, where's my rewards? Why is it not matching? Well, you've already masturbated 3 times. It's not going to be feeling as good as the next time. You're not going to get the same feeling for purchasing something else again. There's certain things where it's just like, you need to be around people and stop being so isolated. And that's exactly what I did last night. It was cold outside. I'd already taken a shower. I could have easily gone to bed. That said, no, Bart. You always do that. You always do what's comfortable. I triple dog dare you to earn it. Earn something outside of your realm. And by doing that, I got a lot of business and a lot of compliments on my hoodie. I must have got complimented 4 or 5 different times for finally a design that I made and created myself, and people are impressed. And then now they're looking on the website. Oh, now you're going to follow me on Instagram. Oh, now you want to purchase one. Even had a buddy that finally went to the website and they said these are $16 each, which they're $100. So something's wrong with my website still. But that's the furthest some people ever got in front of me. Usually, yeah, sure, I'll follow you on Instagram. What? Yeah, sure, I'll buy something. Never see them again. How many times is there a yeah, sure with no follow through? And that's what ends up happening with these people is I get a lot of, yeah, sure, that's what's going to happen. Let's do lunch LA Hollywood style. And nobody's actually going to lunch, and nobody's actually going to go to the meeting, and no one's going to actually earn the mindset. So you got to earn your mind, bro. You got to earn your mind. If you're going to feel great in the morning, did you get sleep last night, or did you drink yourself to sleep? To get that mind to function properly, if you're poisoning yourself, Santa rampage, all my buddies are trying to do a dry January because they don't want to give up their December. They don't want to give up being fucking socially slammed so that they can have to be really sober the next month. And that's what I am. There's no surprise to me. I am my own worst enemy. And every now and then I kick the living shit out of me. And that's what we've been doing, dude. We've been kicking the shit out of ourselves. And we don't know that we're putting a cage on ourselves. We don't know that we're beating ourselves up. Or maybe we do know it and we don't know how to get out of it. You know, one of the things, give. Okay, give what? What do I give? Where do I go? Where do I go to give? How do I give? What am I giving? Oh my God, do I have anything extra to give? It's one of those where it's just like, yeah, man, it's altruistic. It has an idea, but not a definition. And that's what I'm helping with Saints Giving is a definition of where are the resources at? Where is the food pantries at? Where can I give right now? Or what if I want to give, but I got nowhere getting out there? What if somebody can just come and pick up the meal, the jacket, the extra fucking whatever that they need just to get by, just to get high? You know what I'm saying? So that's where we're at with our lives, is that we have an opportunity to change our outcomes. Normally we're bitching because we'll be like on our phone, not doing anything, not working on a hobby, not working on respect, not working on relighting this blunt. You know, we're not putting any effort into the outcome. We're just expecting other people to make us happy, while you're watching it. That's not other people's jobs. It's not your job to play God. You don't get to play God in people's situations and lives. That's not how it works. Like every time you see, like, every time I've ever gotten power or money or attention, we'll see what kind of person you are. Talking about earning mindset, sometimes some people just want to feel pretty. They don't want to actually be pretty inside or be pretty on the outside or treat other people pretty. They want pretty privilege. They want to just feel pretty. And I've been there where I just want to just be shiny, but I'm of service to no one. It's all self-service. It's all self-stroke. It's all self-masturbation. Just like they were talking about in Fight Club. It's you know, working out was what, self-masturbation. It says something, masturbation is just like, that's us in our lives, is that we fucking get in and we masturbate our brains. We masturbate our bodies. We want to self-service, self-love. I'm happy. You know, do you really want to get happy? I'm gonna give you the hack, the life hack right now, bro. I'm telling you, it works every fucking time. You really want to be fucking happy? Be grateful for what you have. Boom, baby. Boom. Just let that sink in. If you can take your accountability, if you can get an attitude of gratitude, if you can maximize the minimal and stop I don't want to exercise, exaggerate the losses, right? We be happier people. We be happier people. But when we accountable, we become calculating, and we start calculating somebody else's pockets, somebody else's feelings, somebody else's life. And while you're over there busy calculating outside of yourself, you don't get to count inside of yourself. Feel me on this, right? Being accountable means that you get to be an accountant of the energy that's passing through you, right? I thought about it this morning. If you ever got up every morning and just sat there, woke up clear-headed, woke up foggy, woke up concerned, woke up scared, had that nightmare again, right? Yeah, if you could go through your life, and more than just like what you ate and what you wore, but the way that you felt, and keep some trackability to this, and then if you get to add the actual service to others, then you realize what it's all about. That the ability, it's almost like a comedian. They get high off of knowing they can make someone else happy. Literally, they get a high. They're a comedian. They're a junkie, bro. They got to get that next big laugh, bro. A big laugh is a rush, and it's just like a fight. I can't wait to get back into the cage. I can't wait to fight my next opponent. They always say that. It keeps going out. I keep letting it out. I keep talking by myself. Hold up, I want to smoke it. Talk. Smoke it out. Now smoke it out. Now smoke it out. East side walk it out. Yeah. We have the opportunity to change our minds. We just normally want to bitch instead. We normally want to complain. It's just far easier and less effort to put it on someone else. Oh yeah, it wouldn't be that way if you didn't make me happy. If you hadn't done this and you didn't do that. It's like Captain Obvious standing out there. This building would not be on fire if it was over here. Thanks, Captain Obvious. No shit. Thank you for identifying your triggers, you know? But can you identify and find your happy? I was arguing with my ex. I'm like, can you find your happy, bro? Like, can you please just like stop being so negative? Like, is there something about you where you just get in a bitter bitch face and you can't fix your face? If you're still stuck on your resting bitch face, if you are resting in bitching, if your normal is bitching, if your normal is complaining, if you got friends that'll call up their friend and go, oh girl, he did this and this is that. I got buddies that'll complain about the politics, they'll complain about the stock market, they'll complain about their money, they'll complain about their women. They're complaining on their lives. And they're practicing complaining instead of gratitude. And I'll just let you know the amount of transitions, right? The transistor changed the world, right? A transition of our minds from what we think to what we feel, and how we process these words to ourselves. Like, we literally are telling ourselves that this sucks instead of this is okay. I'll go here. I'm gonna let you in on one. Here's a perfect example. The other night, Friday night, we go out. I just got to see my future. We're going to do all over print, photos on everything. You know what I'm saying? Photos on hoodies, photos on blankets. Got the perfect dream shop. I got invited in. We're going to do all over print, psychedelic stuff, just everything, right? I'm going to celebrate the dinner, and my friend's smashing her shrimp and steaks. And her meal, she's almost halfway. She waited for me, and she was almost halfway through, and my steak just never came. It was like she was eating alone and in front of me, which is awkward, so she waited. But, you know, her food was getting cold, too. By the time my steak got in front of me, my fries were cold. So, $27 steak, fries cold. What one are you going to focus on? It was hard. It was a battle for me because my steak was so good. But every time I try to eat a bite, because I'm eating my steak, then I want to put a Papa's Fritas in my mouth and I'm trying to eat it. So I'm enjoying this warm piece of steak meat and it's fucking bomb. And then I eat these cold fries and then it's not bomb. And then I go back to the steak that's really enjoyable and I'm fucking smashing it. Or do I go back to this other one and it's just, I'm focused on, yep, let me talk about my ex again. She's focused on pessimism, that the end wouldn't be okay, no matter how bad it got, no matter how cloudy it is, how cold and windy it gets. There are days with sunshine. My buddy's so spoiled in Las Vegas. He posted, I watch sunshine daily, every day. We get a lot of sunshine out here in Vegas, and even if the temperature drops, you still get to see the shine. And when I go to Finland, my friends are in the darkness for 9 months out of the year, and I mean really dark because the sun won't come up at all. And then in the summer, it's up all day. Talk about weird. I don't know if you've ever been up at 11 o'clock at night and it looks like it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, but I have. You know, I haven't seen the Aurora Borealis yet, but that's the plan. Once you get up north, you know, they talk about that all day Alaska where the sun never sets and you get insomnia and it fucks with you. And then you get depression in the winter because it's just all dark. And the fries are affecting the steak. or we are allowing the fries to affect the steak. And then at the end, the girl asked, and I said, I still complained on it. And I said, yeah, my fries were cold. She said, would you like me to get more fries? And I'm just thinking, cancer sticks, 5 cholesterol potatoes, the ones that I kind of already ate, and already finished my steak. What's the point of getting another set of fries? I'm already full as fuck, and that time that has passed. And that goes to show you how foolish we can be for tripping over something that's already behind us. You know, what was I expecting to happen? I don't know. I felt like she would absorb some of my pain. Maybe that's what we're doing when we're complaining. We're taking another shot of, I'm not feeling it, you're gonna have to feel it. As long as I give it out, I don't, or make someone else feel it, then I guess I don't feel it as much. And tell me what, does it actually make you feel better complaining? Like, seriously, doesn't it feel better to compliment? I know it feels better to me that I've actually made. There's a sense of pride. It's not the fucking jacket. It's not the $50. It's not even that it's the sense of pride that I designed it. You know what I mean? It's the thing that I made it. Thanks. If someone were to compliment you for your shoes, what do you do? Do you think Nike, or do you go, yeah, thanks, Reebok, right? No. But when somebody compliments me and my jacket, the one that I made, Saints Addiction, bro, it hits hard. Thanks, I made it. The backpacks, they're always shouting out the psychedelic backpacks. Thanks, I sell them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm right there with it, dude. It's crazy, but it's true. It's right there with it, and that's what I wanted people to get to. It's right there with themselves. Get right with yourselves. You're gonna have to put some work into it, and I don't mean no fucking reading no books and just drinking water and doing yoga. That's the, I need 10 minutes. I need 15 minutes. Shit, you need 2 hours. If you ain't got 15 minutes, you need 2 hours. Russell Simmons. You know, being able to control oneself, right? To not let the emotions run amok. If you probably poisoned yourself last night, this morning, not only your emotions sending you pain, but your hangover is a pain, but it's also you're scattered for sorting the emotions properly and saying, you know what? I don't know why I'm being moody right now. Where is my happy? Okay, as a child, children are great at this, just switching their mood so fast and just not feeling the same way. They could go from crying crocodile tears to, oh shit, it's the best day of my life, laughing. And you're just like, man, you bipolar little fucker. We all are, you know, to a certain extent. We're bouncing between feelings and emotions and feelings and emotions. We can't tell the difference, and they become a fucking full sandwich, and we're always eating meat and cheese, meat and cheese, meat and cheese, sometimes changing the bread. I'm talking about controlling the bread, literally, figuratively. I'm talking about controlling the cheese, literally, figuratively. I'm talking about controlling the meat, literally and figuratively. You know what I'm saying? Looking at my crotch. The meat, my man energy, my man meat, my money, my energy, my attention, and my time. That's right. I forget that dude's name, but he's from the manosphere. But you know, you gotta control your meat and where you place your meat. There's gonna be a lot of people that want the meat. There's gonna be a lot of people that want to buck you for your meat. They might want to try to take some of your attention, try to take some of your money, try to take some of your energy, but they can't take your happy. If you know how to produce happy, they can take your money. Oh, you know, they can't take your health. I mean, unless they poison you, but you get my point. That's more murder than anything. But, you know, they don't control your health. You control your health. And that's one of the biggest ones. You know what I mean? We all know sugar is the devil, but I'm still a sugar slut. Welcome to Saints Addiction, you know? We all know how people get diabetes, but it hasn't stopped people from eating fried foods and rich southern cooking. You know, my cousin got fucking bigger problems. You know, it's like, you're the one that's got the diabetes, you better be the one that has the strips. You know, there's so much of it that we have earned, or maybe we inherited. Maybe you got, you know, you're diabetic from childhood or something like that. You know, that could happen. Like my buddy Joel's like that. No, he got it at 15 too. I guess no one's to blame, is my point. Is that, like, it's like blaming the fries. It's like, no one's to blame here. It's already happened. We have to deal. We have to deal with ourselves. That's the point of gathering the mind. That's the point of stretching. That's the point of working out. Like, when's the last time you're like, man, I really need to talk to someone, said, bet, meet me at the bar? Probably a lot. Bet, meet me at the gym. So I got gyms over bars, but for reals, like, meet me at the gym. Yeah, sure, just keep talking. And I'll start putting on some plates. Blah, blah, blah. Start putting on some plates. Blah, blah, blah. Go to a different machine. Blah, blah, blah. Hit the ellipticals. And next thing you know, blah, blah, blah turns to, man, yeah, I feel better. Now, I didn't slip them any poison. I didn't slip them any alcohol. I didn't slip them any fucking drugs. I didn't inject them with steroids. Like, there's none of that, dude. It's just your body. And the way we talk to our bodies. Like, you can't talk to your body if you've been fucking smacking it up with some fucking drugs and some fast food and some fucking bullshit and been sitting on the Netflix for hours and go, okay, now be fantastic. You're like, with what sauce? You can't make chicken soup out of chicken shit. With what sauce? What kind of fucking sauce are we using on this pizza? It gave me like chunky marinara classic. I couldn't believe it. I haven't ordered pizza online in a long time, but fucking selections, bro. I'm like, you split the thing in half, and quarters, and this upper quarter needs a mushroom, and this down corner needs a tomato. Like, it was a trip. Anyway, but it's still a choice. Choosing to eat pizza instead of choosing to eat a salad, it's still a choice. Do they become fun choices? Usually not. And that's what ends up when I talk about earning your mind, is you got that pain, reward. I much rather get the reward. I much rather put down here than be of service to my body and my temple, right? I know I need it. I know I need this jungle gym, bro. It's therapy. It's magic. It's the fucking sauce. And that's why people always show up so religiously for when they start working out, because they're coming to get of endorphins. Nobody knows. It's a top secret. I won't tell you, but we're doing like a cocaine-like substance in the gym that makes us feel better than Coke, doesn't leave our nose all snorty and doesn't leave us worse. It leaves us better and healthier and fitter and feeling good. You can get addicted to it. Some people do. I've been addicted to the gym too. Fuck what you heard. I used to live there 3 hours a day. People be calling me on Sunday today. They would be calling me on Sundays going like, yo, are you coming in? And it's just like, man, I'm here a lot. Like, I'm just here too much. There's a whole life out there, guys. There's a whole life out there. And most of us are watching it. We're watching Mission Impossible, and he's jogging on top of Budapest. I'd much rather be in Budapest. I'd much rather fuck the two girls at the same time than masturbate to porn. I'd much rather have the money than watch somebody have a stack of money. And I'm not saying that altruistically or greedily. I'm saying earningly. Can I put that word out there? Like, yeah, dude, you're watching Aaron fucking Rodgers. No, that's not Aaron Rodgers. That's the quarterback. Aaron Judge get $320 over $250 million to play baseball. And it's always us watching them, but we don't want to watch them when they work. We don't want to watch it when it's earned. We don't want to put in the work. We don't want to choose the salad. We don't want to slap the ice cream out of our hand. It's so many choices. And that's what we're always talking about here at Saints Addiction, is choosing a better way. I had to point my energy away from my addictions and literally focus on something that would work for me, and that's what I've been doing. So that's all my heart from the start. It's your boy Marky Saint, Saints Addiction. If you got anything out of this message, please like, share, subscribe, but most importantly, comment below, dude. Like, we need to share that information with other people and go, what kind of fucking taser is it gonna take? I'm thinking a cattle prod is it gonna take for you to change your habits? And that's the kind of energy that I'm talking about. So peace and love, and as always, chigatan. That means goodbye but not forever in Finnish, and I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, subscribe. Ciao, bella, beijos, peace. Ciao, bella.